it took me a very long time. Maybe like in my early 30s, then I realized that then I stopped beating myself up for wanting to have fun. And I realized that it's okay to want to have fun. Then the question I asked became different. The next question I asked was, how can I make something I want to accomplish fun for me to do? So that is it's the same thing, it's just a different way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And it opened up a lot of new doors for me. Because I knew, and once I started accepting that what I wanted in life was fun and convenience, these two is not considered virtues in Asian society. The harder something is to get, the better it is, okay? No, for me, it must be fun and convenient. So after that, when I asked, Douglas, right, one of our mentors, when the question I ask is different, the answer I get is also different.
Yeah.
So I needed to exercise. How can I make it fun and convenient for myself? Okay? So then after that, I started being able to accomplish my goal.
Yes.
Right? I need to carry on this spice and nice. How do I make it fun and convenient for myself? Then I think of ideas to make it fun and convenient for myself. And because it works for me, then it works lah. It doesn't. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you get to the goal.
Yeah.
So now I can tell people I want things to be fun and convenient. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it took a long time to come to that because Asians is never about fun and convenience. It's always about working hard.
Yeah.
You need to work hard.
It is.
No. F that shit. No more working hard. I want it to be fun and convenient. So sometimes like even for Spice and Nice, after I think this is something I never shared with you before. After 1 year, right, it can become monotonous.
Yes.
A bit like, I just come to Anne's place, do the same shit over again and blah blah blah. Then after I ask myself, how can I make it fun and convenient for me? So I make it fun by coming up with different topics.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And she's good at it.
I will make it fun. I already thought of the next topic already.
Yeah. She's good at it. And also same like and exactly what's the point I'm saying, right? It's the combination is very important because I cannot come with topic interesting like
her topics are
Denise.
how to accomplish your next goal.
Yeah, so more like I'm aware of it, by the way.
But she's doing it in her other channel already.
Yeah, I'm aware of the boringness that you have to do at YouTube, right? But it's how this game is, right? A lot of people talk a lot about, oh, I need to create value for the world. I need to add value for the world. You have so much to add and come to the point that you need creativity to add more. You cannot just do the same thing. No matter how much I share with everything that I've been I have to upgrade me before I can.
That's true.
Back and to upgrade me, I need to have like Denise said, you need to have fun to upgrade yourself and build yourself up. And it's when I work with her, right? Every time I come in and on the camera, I like, okay, now we have fun again. Because it doesn't feel work when I do.
Refreshed.
Yeah, I feel like do show with Denise make me enjoying more like a conversation than a work. And I doesn't want to make YouTube become a work, right? And
it's not bringing you income, it shouldn't be work.
Yeah, it's already never make money for me.
Still must be work, Kana side.
Yeah, I like take this not complaining, yeah. This is just telling the truth. It take away my time.
Even if it's complaining, it's fine. Why complain?
It take away my time. It take away my energy, my resources, my
Of course. Time and energy is two resources that is very difficult to get back.
Yeah.
Okay, time is impossible to get back.
Yeah. Sorry. So it's like it's a big I don't know if it's investment or not, but I don't call this investment. I call this a passion because when something that you pump money to survive it is mean like it's not passion. It's a passion. It's not business, right? Sorry, business run like this is stupid.
No, this is not a business.
Yeah,
this you must have more profit.
Yeah,
and this is a zero profit.
And that's is when I come back to like you have to combination with people who have both world.
Yeah,
to do something on online platform. Does that make sense for you? Like you need to have creativity, but at the same time you need a person that know how to surviving mood to run.
Yes, that's why we are a good couple.
Yeah, so it's
for you.
That's how I respect the talent of different people in my life. I think the age is really make me grow a lot. That
you become wiser.
I will become wiser, yes, and I look at passion now with more passionate. Does that make sense for you?
You don't judge anymore.
Yeah, and also I look at my passion now more seriously, which is very struggling for me because I don't like now I want to look at my passion more deeper.
Oh, okay. Instead of just like, oh, I'm passionate, but like how and
Okay, so
why.
I look it this way. So when I'm start my YouTube channel 3.5 years ago, it's come from a purely passion, very naive and young,
naive, yes,
naive and younger,
and
pure. It's just when I was 17 years old, I watching Michelle Fan do YouTube, and I love how much she inspire me, like to watch how much she do on YouTube, and I want to do the same thing. That's it. That's it, right? So when the starting come up, I'm just feel like, oh, I'm another Vietnamese who live overseas. I have certain knowledge and experience that I think I can help back to the young generation. So I was sharing my knowledge and my experience for free to support them, because I think that at that age I will look up to it, like, oh, somebody can share with me on this, so I can do it, that I can. It's same somebody already do for me in the past.
Down, let me see what I can do.
Yeah, now I may not have a talent like her, but I have all the talent, so I want to contribute back. But then when over time you do it, and then you realize like, oh my god, my passion is getting bigger because I saw more problem than I saw in the past.
That's because your capacity has grown.
Yes, but that's also become a challenge, because now how do you find your passion already? Now how you become more passionate
about that passion?
So that
it can carry you through.
Yes, because now let's be real, I have fear as well. And because when you see the world more and more problem in the bigger eyes, in the bigger problem,
then you have bigger fear.
Then you cannot cover your eyes and say, oh, I never know that. I don't know.
You cannot.
And that's
I cannot.
Is hurting me. For example, you watching more video online and you learn more from other people, and then you figure out a lot of pain and a lot of people struggling, a lot of problem in the world, and a lot of people hurt each other, and then you want to produce the video like don't want to damage people, but at the same time you want to educate people, but also the same time you don't want to, like you say, like don't torture people by your information too much that make people feel like, oh my god, I'm not good enough. Then at the same time you want to support them, to let them know that they're good enough and believe in themselves, and then you want to touch more life, and then you have a limited time, and then so it come to the point I doesn't that's why I say my passion been stuck, because when I'm starting it's just a naive thing, but now I really need to go that deep. Does that make sense for you? I doesn't.
Yeah, it's become a goal.
Yeah, it become a goal. It's become a more serious task in the passion than just help and don't care where I go.
100 steps. This goal is 100 steps.
But is that like you get my point, right?
Yes,
it come to like see more problem, and then now because you see more problem.
But that's also because you have a larger capacity. That's why you can see more problems. You get what I mean? I mean, we are looking at the world the same way. No, not the same way. We're looking at the same world.
The same world, yes.
But what she sees will be different from what somebody else sees. The problem that she sees are the problems that she can solve.
Yeah.
The problem that somebody
that's so
else.
Big.
But it makes sense, right?
Oh my god, that's just scary.
No, then the problems that somebody else see are the problems that they can solve. That's why they are seeing it, because they're looking at different ways. And if that's what Bucky said, right? If everybody solves the problem that they see in their way, then the world has no more problems.
Yeah.
Like for you, you will see the problem in a certain way.
I see so much problem now, and that's driving me nuts.
Yeah, but
because it's just tiring.
Okay, now I will share something deep, okay?
Yeah.
Because we like it deep.
We like it deep. Let's go deep.
This is something that I have came across this before, but this is something that I recently came across again. It's about for people who think a lot. Okay, so like our dear lady here, okay, they are called overthinkers, but I don't believe it's called overthinkers. It's just they think a lot, full stop.
Yeah,
okay?
we just think a lot.
Then in that case, I'm an underthinker. Right or not? Okay, so anyway, the quote is from a book, and okay, I don't remember what exactly the quote is about, but basically it's a boy. It's a fairy tale, okay? It's about a boy and an animal traveling in the jungle together. And the boy says, I know where I need to get to, but the journey is so long and I can't see the road to the end. And then the animal tells the boy, but can you see your next step? And the boy says yes. So the animal tells the boy, all you have to do is focus on the next step. So you don't need to. It's the same for you. You don't need to think about all the problems. You already know the steps to go there. If you take the steps, you will get to the solution. That's all. So you don't. So if you look, for you to see the problem, you just need to see the solution. Now you have already seen the solution. You figure out your steps, and then that's it. You don't need to look at the problem anymore. You don't look at the solution anymore. You just, oh, what's the next step? What's the next step? That's all.
In the past, it's like I think it's because I was busy to my more like my personal problem than
survival issues.
Survival issue, and then
yeah, survival issue.
And then after I done my survival issue, it's like, yeah, now I'm just focused for my own business. And then when I solved the problem of my own business and it run okay, and then now my eyes suddenly I feel like, oh my god, why I have more problem than I couldn't think is as it. And I agree with you. It's just my capable of my eyes and my sharpness now. Maybe because of age as well. We grow older, we be wiser, we meet
because
with people.
The problems has always been there. It's just
yeah,
previously you don't see it.
It's just we don't see it because we're not ready to
not ready to solve it.
To solve
Your capacity is not there yet.
Yeah, and also you're not at that awareness of level of understanding deep enough to understand.
Busy with other things also.
Yeah, and it crossed my mind of I can choose to ignore what I knowing.
No lah, you cannot one lah.
I mean, if
I answer that for you, you cannot. I mean, technically she can, but she will not be able to.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It will eat away at her until she does something about it.
Like I know, it's like you know something, and then you go sleep with it, and you lie to yourself that
is okay.
This is okay. You know, if you don't do it, somebody will do it.
That's not true.
Every night you can say that to yourself, but then you know yourself, the integrity inside you. You know yourself
that you have to be part of the solution.
You have to be part of the solution, and you are the solution, and you have to be the one who take action, that, right? And as the moment you say that to yourself, you're like, oh my god, I don't want. I just want rest. You know,
no rest for you.
Yeah, but it's hard, right? It's so. And that's what I learned about human, because you never endless learning, and by even like figure out my own self is already
it's a never ending journey.
Yeah.